So they come to the line for first down and 10. Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive.
19 tight. Ready?
Here's Howell. He's going to air one out right away. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Surtain.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
Let's go now. Bronco switch. Hey, check that. Street.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And a short gain there, down only to the 48. Look him up on a second down and 8. The man in motion is Watson. He'll get this out to the left flat. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it down to the 12. And that'll give him a new set of downs from in close.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Look wide. Get this one complete.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. The man in motion is Watson. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
Here's Jacobs. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Now for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead here on Super Wild Card Weekend. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry now for Kenneth Walker. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Throwing is Howell. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
And that's good for a Seahawks.
So after 1. Here's Howell out of the pistol. In trouble, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll throw with Howell. Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howell. Sending it downfield for Fant. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Love. And this will be incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And 3rd down coming up.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff to Jacobs, running left. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a first down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these third downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force third down, they got to get off the field.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. From the gun, that's in the end zone and intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout.
Ready up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Let's go now.
To throw is Howell. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Mike is going to play a big role in who wins this one. Who survives? Whose season continues on to next week? One half to decide it. Time for the third quarter of the NFC wildcard game. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Love to throw. Looking downfield, that's Musgrave, the tight end. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Howell. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Noah Fant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
13 yards on the play. 19 Lions. And the Seahawks first down.
Now it's Howell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll motion over Metcalf. And he'll take it on in. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Seattle. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. And the Seahawks are on the board. It's now 13-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's second and 6. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On first and 10, here comes Jacobs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. The man in motion is Watson. On second down, Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a third and 10. Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It'll be Smith and Jigba bringing it in. And he will score. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Seahawks move out in front by a point. It's 14-13. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. Back to throw is Love. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun on 3rd down. It's Love. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field. And tell you what, he takes the sack, but he's lucky it wasn't a safety.
So 1 quarter. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Let's go. 40, 70. Panther 11. Dragon 60. 18, Pioneer. Take go.
They'll look to throw. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
A handoff running left. It's Jacobs. He'll be brought down after a short pickup. Throughout the 29. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Love. To the left side in the hands of Watson. Still going inside the 20. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
14.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Shotgun run now with Walker. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. They get 12 yards on that pass. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's got it! And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 35 yards. Here's Howell. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL.
And try as he might, he will not get back to that line of scrimmage. They will force him out for a loss.
Mike, these are the plays that on the stat sheet, the offensive lineman, look at the quarterback a little sideways. He has a chance to just throw that ball out of bounds, but instead, he takes it out of bounds himself, and that goes on the stat sheet as a sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Now give to Jacobs. He'll run right, and he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run with Jacobs. And this will be good enough for a 1st down as he gets up past the 25.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Green Bay.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. That's caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Running is Jacobs, and he'll get about 5. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. 70 seconds left to go in this game. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now Seattle will use the final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Jacobs. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost him 5. On comes the Packers punting team, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. And he's going to lose yardage on this return. Tried to retreat, but is covered up. Here is 1st and 10.
19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing is Howell. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look? And they were ready, and they took him away.
They'll throw with Howell. He's going to try it here again. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers as they are moving on. They got into the